Hello and welcome back to the Rufus Makes channel. So glad to have you. This has the chance of being one of the best videos I've ever made. I was obsessed with Hot Wheels as a kid, and the coolest Hot Wheels to me were the ones that could change color. If you put one of them in hot water, it would completely just change color. And then when you put it in cold water, it would revert back to its original hue. I never understood how it worked, so I did a little research and I found out that you need a thermochromic pigment, which I have right here, and you just mix it with paint and you can make the paint for yourself. And so I'll be mixing it with acrylic leather paint and hopefully that'll work as well. So this should be a great video. Alright, here are the shoes I'm going to be painting today. They're just like a classic Adidas shoe. Really clean pair. I think they're going to look great for this project. And I'm going to be acetoning them first in preparation because you've got to take the factory finish off or the paint's just not going to stick to the shoe. I usually do 1 to 2 coats of this and that gets the factory finish off. And the shoe should feel a lot rougher, and that's how you know it's ready to be painted. If it feels like sleek and polished, then the finish is still on it. Alright, here are the shoes. Here are the supplies I'm using. I got these 3 tiny little cauldrons from Kroger. I needed something to prepare the paint in. Here is the first paint color I'm going to be doing, which is going to be a gray. So I'm mixing the thermocolor powder here with some white paint, and here is the darkish gray color that comes out. It's not dark, it's very light gray, but it dries a lot darker than it looks here. And I was surprised the paint stuck to the shoe way better than I thought it would. It even looked pretty great after drying. It had a nice little matte finish to it. But it was a pretty thick paint because of the powder involved. This gray color I like. When heat is applied to it, it turns white, which was the intention. Here for the second color, I'm doing magenta. It's gonna come out dark reddish, like a maroon. A very cool color, and again, it dried matte, and it had a really like sleek velvet look to it. I'm doing 2 to 3 coats of each because while it does affect the color changing properties, you do have to do multiple coats or it just looks terrible. But the color changing still does work on multiple coats. So here's the second coat I'm doing, and as you can see, like I said, it has a nice matte finish to it that I really liked. Third color, we're going lilac. This ended up looking way more gray than I wanted it to, and way less purple than I wanted it to look. But all in all, I think it's fine. It's kind of hard to differentiate it from the gray I used, but I think it works. And then I'm cleaning up any mistakes I made along the way, making sure the shoe looks good, using white paint for cleanup detail here. Alright, we're nearly done with the shoe. I just gotta add the top coat, and I messed around, did some tests with this, made sure it wasn't gonna ruin the color changing properties of it, and it doesn't affect it at all. And this is really good news because Angelus top coats are water resistant, so after you put a couple coats of this on, you can actually use a hot water washcloth to apply the color changing effects to the shoes without having to use like your hands or a lighter. Here I'm using a lighter to bring out the alternate hues. And as you can see, I'm using the washcloth here, and it's a really cool little effect. Here you can see me using my thumb to bring out the color change effects, and it's a really cool little novel shoe I made. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, comment, or subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next video.